Have you ever wondered why some habits stick while others don't? Discover 3 key insights into how habits form and affect our daily lives. Learn practical ways to cultivate positive habits that last, from understanding how our brains work to managing stress effectively. When we talk about habits, we mean things we do regularly. As we look back on the new year, it's normal to think about how we're doing. Maybe you started with strong goals, but then found yourself going back to old habits after a few days. But don't feel bad about it. It's not just about having strong willpower. Sometimes the trick is finding the best way to make changes that stick. According to the book Rediscovering Habits, they say the key is to start small. Big goals and detailed plans are important, but real change often starts with tiny, easy steps. These small actions might seem unimportant at first, but they can become strong habits that change your life. This idea is similar to how small morning routines can lead to big changes over time. Starting with these small actions, ones that are easier to keep up with, helps you build habits that can really change your life. Curious about habits that can bring significant changes to your life? Here are the 3 habits that can transform your life. Number 1, habit neurons. One important idea about habits is the existence of habit neurons in our brains. Although not specifically mentioned in the book, this aligns with a well-known study on habits that challenges common ideas. Contrary to what many people think, our actions often start with unconscious signals from the brain rather than conscious decisions guiding every move. This means habits form when our brains automatically send signals in response to cues without us consciously thinking about it. The book explains how habitual behaviors, whether positive like morning showers or negative like unhealthy snacking, are controlled by these deep-seated neural pathways. For example, the habit of taking a morning shower becomes so automatic that we do it almost automatically every morning upon waking up, without needing to consciously decide each time. This phenomenon shows how habits have 2 sides. They can either empower us or trap us, depending on what they are. Positive habits can be like magic, making our lives easier, while negative ones can feel like a curse, keeping us stuck in the same behaviors. The more ingrained a habit becomes, the stronger its neural pathways get, making it harder to change our daily routines. Number 2, stress and habits. Another important aspect of habits that's often overlooked is how stress affects our behavior. In today's fast-paced world, stress levels are high, and this affects how well we stick to our habits. When we're stressed, our ability to make thoughtful decisions decreases. Instead, we rely more on our established habits to get through tough times. Research supports this idea, showing that stress strengthens existing habits, whether they're good or bad. When stress hits, it often triggers a default response. When we feel overwhelmed, lacking willpower, or uncertain, we tend to fall back on our established routines. This can be positive if the habit is beneficial, like turning to exercise for stress relief. Regular exercise, for example, becomes a coping strategy that helps reduce tension and fosters a more peaceful mindset during stressful times. To make the most of this understanding, it's important to develop positive habits that act as beneficial responses to stress. By incorporating routines such as exercise, meditation, or other healthy activities, we can offset the inclination to resort to harmful habits when stressed. These proactive habits not only promote overall well-being, but also help us handle stress more effectively, building resilience to navigate life's challenges. Number 3, no set time for habit formation. The third key aspect of habits, often misunderstood, is that there's no set timeline for forming a habit. Some say it takes 21 days, while others suggest it could be closer to 66 days on average. However, these are just general estimates. The actual time can vary significantly from person to person. What really counts isn't the precise length of time it takes to establish a habit, but rather understanding the process that turns actions into deeply ingrained habits. Interestingly, skipping a day or having a lapse in your habit routine doesn't mean you've failed. Habits are strong. One slip doesn't undo all your progress. It's important not to let occasional setbacks discourage you. If you miss a day, see it as a small detour rather than a total derailment of your efforts to build a habit. The important thing is to keep going with perseverance and resilience. If you face a setback, recognize it without being hard on yourself, and keep following your plan to build your habit. With time and consistent effort, your habit will become more automatic and lasting. To form lasting habits, start with small steps and keep at it. Even if setbacks happen, understanding how habits work in our brains and managing stress can help build positive routines over time. There is no fixed time frame for forming habits. It's about sticking with it and staying resilient. By staying committed and patient, even small actions can make big changes in our lives. Thanks for exploring the transformative power of habits with us today. If you found this discussion insightful, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below or let us know which habits you're working on. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. Embrace the journey of habit formation with patience and persistence. See you next time.